Okay. Project Zomboid Build 42 community. We are back with some more gameplay. I am still at the McCoy Estate. This is the third episode with this particular character, although I have had a couple of episodes in between the ones that you're seeing that are never going to be published because I forgot to record them. So anyway, since you've seen me last, I have built quite a bit of wall. You may have watched a majority of it, but I went and... Actually, no, I didn't build more wall. I did a bunch of exploring. There are 22 logs up here. I am not walking them four at a time all the way down here where my log wall is going. That many logs is only going to bring it about to here anyway. It's only going to be like 5 more with these two here. I have enough for 5, 6, I think 6 more sections. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, it's going to get about to the road. And I am not, and I mean this very strongly, not going to do that by hand. So we are making the long walk, and I mean long walk, down this lonely road to here. And yes, that is a hell of a stretch. It is a hell of a stretch. Am I going to get reckless and go through the woods? Absolutely. Absolutely. You would be fools to think otherwise. If you've been around here for more than a single episode, you would be a fool to think otherwise. This road is that little trail is gonna balance itself out right about here in a few minutes, seconds, 100 yards. I'm not sure exactly. Measurements of time and distance are pure fabrications of humanity anyway. Time in particular. But that is a story for a different video and a different host, because quite frankly, that's way outside my area of expertise. Now let's go ahead and give you guys the rundown on this character here in just a moment. We are equipped with a claw hammer, a hatchet, and a crowbar. I've got a steak and leek stir fry chilling. I got an empty bag because, oh, I should have brought a gas can with me. You know what? We're going to the gas station, and there's still power. So we're okay. We're okay for now. Let's pause this shit. We are on day 9. We only have stout and fit. Nothing bad, nothing good. Just took what we had. We are gaining some long blunt skills. We are gaining some cooking skills. And that's about it. Gaining some running skills. And our maintenance is getting a little bit of growth. And that's about it. And our carpentry seeing a little bit of growth. So, a little bit of progress. Nothing major. Nothing major. Some decent first week plus progress. I really should have washed his clothes and self, because that's probably why he's so uncomfortable. If I had to guess, I would say being caked in 9 days worth of zombie blood and my own, because I think I've had a couple of scratches. No lacerations with this guy yet, but a couple of scratches. And none from carelessly walking through the bushes, so get off my ass about that. I'm kidding. You should probably stay on my ass about that if you guys want to actually see me succeed in this game, but... Again, medium-term plans are to survive at least 30 days into the 60-day range here, and then make my way to Louisville. I have never made it to Louisville, but I know some of the spawns start changing or I know the spawns start getting better. The loot spawns and what have you start getting better after a certain amount of time. And I think that's when we'll start seeing some of the military-grade weapons and other things like that in our explorations. So I am going to, once I get a vehicle and what have you, my next big trip will be to take a torch and tank and mask to the isolated ammo store on the southeast corner of West Point because I can get in and out pretty quick, I think, if I'm careful. Uh, that corner of the map is relatively unprotected when it comes to Zeds. Oh, got a loose. Speaking of Zeds, we got a loose one. We got a loose one, boys and girls. And those who identify otherwise. It does not hurt me to be inclusive. It does not hurt me in any way, shape, or form to respect other people's wishes. And I wish more people saw the world that way. That's the end of my little soapbox there. Now, we are about to make it to the road. The only time that policy is something that I set aside is when there is harm to others, in particular children. And I mean actual harm. I'm not talking about what wild conservatives consider harm. I'm talking about actual harm. Different subject, different status, different topic entirely. Back to the Zomboid. Still uncomfortable, but that is entirely because of the blood-caked clothing, so we'll worry about that a different time. I'm going to do a little bit of a jog to speed this along. Last episode was a little bit of a bore, so we're going to try and make this one a touch more interesting. Unless you're into the slow build defensive fortifications episodes. If you are, give this one a like and a comment and a sub, and I will do some build-specific stuff. This one is already a much more building-specific series than my typical ones. But then again, for the last, 18 episodes in a row, I have not managed to get where I've wanted to be. So now that I am where I want to be, we're going to take it slow and low. That is the tempo. Still got my bicycle helmet that you can't even really tell I'm wearing. It's very low profile. Very chic. I don't think there's... No, okay. For some reason I thought there might be, parking up there, but there's not. Well, I guess there is, but there's nothing actively parked there is what I'm trying to say. All right, couple of Zeds here, but there's always a couple of Zeds here. They just kind of make their way to this intersection and then mill around. I assume it's something to do with their pathing once the gates open, or maybe they're just drawn to gates in general. It's really hard to say. Now, do I want to head northeast here? I know there's a couple of buildings to the northeast here that might have something interesting in them. You know what? Let's do a quick little probe, little feeler up this way. No? No? Okay, you know what? Never mind. Map, can you tell me something that I don't know, that I'm not seeing here? Is there anything popping up? No, and I know there's something there eventually. I know there's stuff up there, but the odds of there being a parked vehicle that's useful and has a key and has gas, functions, isn't surrounded by a crowd, pretty damn low if I'm being honest. So, this game is not forgiving if you haven't noticed. And yes, I am committing another cardinal sin of jogging as much as I am right now. But I get bored. You guys. I just want to get to the fun stuff. There's a Zed. You know what? We're just going to deal with him. Hell. Nothing useful, but what else is new? Right, no jogging. Alright, eat a little bit more stir fry. I probably should have brought more food with me. That was not very smart to go on a full day trip with just a single skillet of stir fry. and 2 bottles of water. Eh, there's a couple of wrecked cars here that I could probably find some water bottles in. And I want to say there's 1 or 2 turnoffs on this road before we get to the gas station. I did utterly clean out that gas station though, so like there's going to be plenty of water, but I don't think there's going to be any food at it. So I might actually be in a little bit of trouble unless there's some snacks and some vehicles. Whoa. Why are you sprinting? I did not mean to do whatever I did. Why is he sprinting at full speed? Guys, what did I push? Ooh. The ampersand button toggles your sprint on and off. Holy shit. I did not realize that, and that really, really got me somehow. I don't know how I even pushed that button. It's all the way up to the left of the 1. Hoo-wee. That freaked this dude out. Thought I broke the game. Thought I ruined the run somehow. I was like, well shit, if it's glitched out now, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm like, that's what I get for running everywhere. And y'all are like, yeah, bitch, that's what you get for running everywhere. Let's bring it in. Let's bring it in close. Make this more visually appealing. We'll get where we're going regardless. And there will be a road turnoff that's obvious. You know what though? I do not like not being able to see what's ahead of me. Turn around. Yep. All right. Now, a couple more coming up, and then there should be a car accident. Should be a car accident coming up. Remember, I have a baseball bat, a second crowbar back at the house. And yes, those won't do me any good where I'm at, but it's always good to know you have backups. Now, in a perfect world, you know what? Okay. That dealt with the worst of my exhaustion. I didn't want to spend too much more time just sitting still, but... Alright, so we got 1 Z there. Let's actually... Perfect. It kind of sucks that I'm eating the last of my food halfway to my goal. Huh. That one completely missed me when I was standing still. That was very weird pathing on that zombie's part. Very weird pathing. Oh, I did change in the settings. I changed them all from random to normal. I didn't want a bunch of sprinters, I didn't want a bunch of eagle eyes, and I didn't want a bunch of stupid ones mixed in with the bunch that could like barely walk and deaf and dumb. It's like, no, no, we're just gonna have a bunch of normal Zeds. So anyway, that was the one other setting I changed. I forgot about that in the other 2 videos when I was mentioning the setting changes. So they're not super smart or super aware, but they're not stupid and slow either. They're just normal zombies. All right. Nothing in that trunk. Not able to get inside. That one seems to be broken as well. Nothing in that trunk. Well, can I get in this door? No. Well, that's a shame. I was really hoping there was going to be food in those. And yes, that was some super fancy footwork courtesy of my dumb left hand. So There you go. And I'm a lefty. Alright, these are going the wrong direction to be a threat to me. But I'd rather them be dead than not. Rather them be dead than not. And that other one just walked all the way off while I was fighting his friend. That was pretty poor. That was pretty poor zombie friendship there. All right, let's do a little bit of a jog. Do a little bit of a jog. It's 3 in the afternoon. We've burnt a lot of daylight. Burnt half a day just walking here. Half a freaking day. This should immediately exhaust me again, at least a little. Yep. Not bad. We're not like redlining or anything, but... Alright, couple of more broken down vehicles. Let's see if they've got anything inside them. See if I can even get inside them. That's a negative on you. Can't get in the trunk. I guess I could take the wrench. And another screwdriver never hurt anything. I'll probably ditch him when I get to where I'm going, if there's anything better where I'm going. One at a time, one at a time. I did not, in any way, shape, or form, mess with the quantity of zombies or the spawn rates or anything like that, though. So, they will continue to increase all the way up to day 28. And then we'll start seeing then we'll start seeing a little bit of relief, but I don't know that any of my actual series that I have recorded and published have made it that far. So, with any luck, this will be a first. With any luck, this will be a first. And I'll keep trying to make the thumbnails and titles interesting enough that people besides the 20 to 50 of you that are actually invested in this, come see them. What do we got here? There's a book. That's no good. I was hoping for some chips. Well, antidepressants and vodka I can actually handle. I'll take that book too, to be honest. That's a pretty good book. Alright. Well. Oh, I can't get in the trunk. Well, poop. What do we got here? A little drowsy and a little uncomfortable. Yep, still uncomfortable. Now I'm getting drowsy. Now, I could have just sat in that truck and in that van for like 4 or 5 more hours and then slept, but that feels... I don't know. That might have been the play, to be honest. That might still be the play if I have to if I run across a crowd up here. I might have to backtrack all the way. Okay, not a crowd, but there are some. Let's just go ahead. Get our hands dirty. Feels like the right play. One down. I was going to say, give that bitch a little push. Pardon my language. I would never call a living human one of those unless they were like, you know, being one. If in a situation you would call a man an asshole for doing something, or a dick for doing something, then I think it's probably okay to call a woman a bitch for that. But I don't know. I'm also not a social commentator, so, and certainly not like, you know, a professional environment. But in like a personal environment, yeah, you know, as long as you're willing to accept the ramifications of what you say and do, yeah, within reason, say and do it. Again, unless you're hurting kids. All right. Here we go, here we go. So, the crowd is gone, which is very, very nice. Okay, not gone, but significantly reduced. Significantly reduced. Okay, that was excessive. Any food that I missed? I don't think there's gonna be. I don't think there's gonna be. But it's worth checking real quick. No, just drinks. Just drinks. I was gonna say, how long until it turns around? Just curious how the AI was gonna handle things there. Okay, so with no food here, I really probably should, prioritize just finding a vehicle and getting the F out of Dodge. Because otherwise, I am going to find myself in some serious trouble. Alright, no keys laying around anywhere obvious. No keys there. Being this exhausted and fighting is the worst idea in this game. There's like almost nothing less smart than trying to fight when you're this exhausted. For that exact freaking reason right there. For that exact reason. Now I've got two I'm dealing with. This one's going to take another 25 or 30 swings. And I'm basically swinging a wiffle ball bat at him with sleepy arms. Like I just woke up and I picked up a wiffle bat and decided to try it and beat these two fully grown men to death with it. Alright. Neither of them have keys, which I didn't expect, but it would have been nice. Alright, here we go. You go all the way inside. We're going to sit on the ground. And wait out our tiredness. All right, there we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go check the next couple of vehicles. Oh my God. Yeah, well, that's no good. That's no good. That's no good at all, guys. That's no good at all. So obviously the smart move is to draw them all closer to me. Bring in all their friends. Let's stay normal speed. Oh, being this tired and it's going to start getting dark here pretty quick. I'm just going to kind of slowly pull them around this building. Looks like they're all still coming. I'll walk to them again. Make them care about me. Make them care about me a little bit. All right. So now we're gonna go back around. Ooh, can I go in? Probably for the best. It's probably packed full of fucking critters. Oh, and it's a clothing store? That's weird. I have like almost no use for anything in it. I mean, I guess I could like go turbo like tailoring, but I don't know. I don't know, you guys. That doesn't sound particularly fun. How about you, car? I was really hoping for a truck, but I'll take anything to get me home at this point. I'll take anything that'll get me home at this point. That truly stinks. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff in that van, but there's no keys. That's a damn shame. That is a damn shame. All right, so what we're gonna have to do... Wow, none of those vehicles were gettable. That sucks. That sucks a lot. And I still don't have any food. I'm not sure what's across the street over here, but we're gonna have to check. Because I might die of hunger. I'm not sure how much that noodle can burn you, if I'm being honest. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. So I forgot or didn't know that there was a car dealership over here. Don't see any keys laying around in the lot. I was like, please let me have this. Like, let me smash this. Like, excuse me, why will you not let me smash this? I need to. Ah, dang it. Would have been super handy if there were keys in there. Would have been super handy. What about you, buddy? You got any keys on you? That's the whole reason I'm out. Looking for some keys. Looking for some keys, not finding any. All right. Let's check inside the building. If he falls down, I'm just going to close the door. Poor guy. Please be food. You know what? We're eating you all. I don't care if it's stale or not. I'm eating it. I am eating it. We're eating that other one too. Alright, that makes me feel a lot better. Like, still not great, but better. Still not great. Alright, so let's see. Oh, there's one. Nice. That makes me insanely happy. And there's the van. There's the van. All right, so let's do this. Let's get the fudge out of town. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, wait. Eat those peanuts, too. Might not starve to death after all. We're not gonna starve to death after all, you guys. Sweet. I wish I hadn't broken the window out, but... That was dumb. That was real dumb, Tim. This is probably an extremely poor use of this vehicle. In fact, I know it's an extremely poor... Oh, wow, that was really dumb. But... I'm also tired of these Zeds. Everywhere. So if I have to ruin a vehicle to clear a crowd, I'm gonna ruin a vehicle to clear a crowd. I know it's not a super efficient way to kill Zeds. You're low on gas, that's why we pulled up. That is why we started doing this little bumper car game. You would think this would be a lot more effective at ruining these things. Right, so that was a lot of fun. But it wasn't particularly smart or safe. And this is obviously not smart or safe. Holy shit, I'm sleeping like an entire day. Alright, so let's go back and see if we can get some gas, guys. What do you think about that? Besides the gas thing on, I think it's the other side. That's why I couldn't gas up initially. That makes sense. Alright, alright. Couple of stragglers, quite a few stragglers still. Quite a few stragglers still. You know what? We're just gonna keep on running them down until this van stops being able to, or this box truck, whatever you want to call it. Why am I hurt? right, now, what we do, we go right back over and find another vehicle because there were at least 2 other keys that I had over here. And yes, guys, I know how much of a waste that was of that vehicle, but that was a big crowd. Quite frankly, it needed to go. It needed to go. Now, of course, it was the little vehicle that I have keys to. You know what? If it's got any gas at all, I'll take it. Oh, it doesn't have any gas at all. Of course not. So I probably doomed myself here. And the rest of you, since you're here for the ride. There's a couple more over there I can look at. Let's go see. Did this one have a key? It did. Oh, and it's got gas too. Excellent. All right. Now the question is, come on, you dumb things. Can't be that many of you left. I haven't decided how I'm actually going to end up managing this bunch. I don't know if I'm going to actually try and kill all of them here, or if we are going to try and dodge off to the south somewhere. I'm going to see how things play out. See how things play out. Given that I'm getting hungry again, feels like this is the best play. I say it better just go. You know what? We're not bothering with the gas. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go back home. This trunk is not heavy enough to do the super heavy lifting that I want from a ride, but at least it is a ride. Oh, almost wasn't even that. Good Lord, Tim. Good Lord. But the way back is going to be much faster than the way there. And I did level up my long blunt once, and didn't really find anything, I guess, except for this and that box truck that I just utterly demolished a bunch of Zeds with. How many did I actually kill there? I'm curious. Probably wasn't nearly as many as I think. 235 now? I don't know. That's probably another 30 or 40 then. Give or take. Give or take. Ooh, I am like desperately hungry. That's not good. Oh, that's not good. We're skipping the turn off. I think there are a couple of houses up here. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. But I think... Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's like full neighborhoods up here. Full neighborhoods up here. And then the way south should be right up here. There should be a little turnoff that leads into my my estate, where I have hung my hat, where we are basing up for now. That was an actually decent survival run there. It took a little while to get there, and we're already turbocharging past getting back. I might have missed the turn that heads down south. Let's check the map real quick. Okay, so yeah, I missed it. There's a little path right there. That's all right. I am still going to keep driving until I find a neighborhood with a little bit of food in it, because we might as well do a little bit of scavenging while we're out. Right? There was nothing to scavenge at that last joint, because I had already completely looted it on my way in, and I knew that was the case. There were some drinks that we could have tore apart, but like, they weren't going to do me or you or anyone any good. Like, it was just going to be some canned beverages that we could have. And it feels like I should have gone the other way on this little side road. Or kept driving for the next turnoff. Although I have a feeling we're going to get some mailboxes here any moment. Mailboxes are the key when you're exploring rural areas, guys. Oh, I actually freaking hurt myself there, didn't I? Okay, just a little. Just a bump. Bump and a bruise. I don't know what this is, but I am extremely curious. Humongous box. Oh my god. What are you? Besides full of all kinds of stuff. Nothing. Nothing. Produce box. Like food produce? Like vegetables? Yeah, it has radishes in it. Huh. Place it there. Now, can I open it? Rotten grapes. Tons of food that I can't use. Okay, well, I'm not going to keep looking, I guess, if it's all going to be rotten. I can't imagine any of it's not going to be at this point. It's a shame. What a waste, especially when I'm hungry. Especially when I'm like dying of hunger. Like quite literally character dying of hunger. Yeah, I should have had a feeling he was going to be there too. Would have been smarter. Well. Sorry, buddy. We're not hanging around. I'm hungry. I'm hungry and I'm getting sleepy. Gotta find the farmhouse here somewhere. Not just the farm. I need the edibles, not the gonna make you sickables. Okay, so that one's not built yet. McCoy logging. This is where a buttload of logs are gonna be, I betcha. That'll make sense. Yeah, it would make sense that I just found the giant logging facility for my giant logging estate. Just have some food in you. That's all I'm asking. Just have some food in you. I guess no Zeds would have been something to ask for, too. Pancake mix? I can eat that if I have to. Eat all of that frozen bread, sir. Right away. Just eat it up. Eat it up. Okay, I brought a can opener too, so that's good. Okay. Take that pancake mix. Take that canned pineapple. All right. All right. You're doing good for yourself now, son. Doing good for yourself now. We're thriving. We're not just surviving, we're thriving. All right, that's all I needed was a meal. That's all I needed was a meal. All right, map. Where are we going here? Where are we at? Oh man, that was quite a trip I took. All right, so we're just gonna follow it. We're just gonna follow it back to McCoy and try and not wreck. Try and not wreck because this is gonna be my exit. This is where I've decided we are going to come and go from my property line from the north. I'm gonna block off the east and the south. It's a shame I didn't get there sooner. That would have been an enormous stack of food we could have taken. And if I would have kept it refrigerated, it would have lasted a long freaking time. Or at least a lot longer than it did. And remember, I have 5 or 6 gas cans, so I can always take this vehicle back out if I need to, assuming I don't, like, destroy it or flip it like I have in other episodes. Because destroying and flipping vehicles is kind of something I do. I treat them as like expendables, like I treat them like food, like you just use them until they're gone, instead of, taking care of them. Ooh, that kind of applies in real life too, historically anyway. I have not always been great about taking care of my vehicles. And by not always, I mean I have rarely been great about taking care of my vehicles. All right. Now, do I want to try and force my way down there, or do I want to just go a little bit further and then hang a hard right? Let's just go a little bit further and hang a hard right. I'm curious how this is going to go. Is this it? Nope. Nope, it's sure not. But it's gonna get me there. Gonna take longer than I'd like it to. Gonna take a lot longer than I'd like it to. No, not really. Not really. Not really at all. Huh. Nice. What am I stuck on? Oh, one of those dumb bushes? Alright, and I ran out of gas, but that's alright, because we're home. Made it. We made it. Alright, nothing's in the trunk. I didn't think there was gonna be. But let's go ahead. Open that. We're going to want to go up this way. This is the way the vehicle is going to come inside the compound. This is the way it's going to come inside the compound. I like this entrance. It's a solid one. And we're going to bring it down here. And we're going to open up the garage for it. The question is, do I have a key to just naturally open it? Nope. We'll have to go open it from the inside. Much better. Why am I... Alright, that's less encumbrance. I can handle that, I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and sheet a little bit. Cut across these, cut across my farmland. Cut across my gorgeous acreage. It's about a 30-acre compound. It's pretty nice. Ballpark. Really hate trying to fuel these cars up sometimes. They just do not want to cooperate. I had it there right before this guy walked up. And I'm so encumbered, this is going to take a minute to kill. Oh, maybe not. Nice. Add gasoline. Wait, that's not what was wrong with it? Okay, I was going to say that better have been what was wrong with it. I was going to get mad. Y'all were going to see me like righteously pissed. Like more pissed than I get when I die. Because usually when I die, it's my fault. Like, it's very rare that I'm like, stupid game. Wasn't fair. What are you stuck on? It's the same as the other one. It's the same as the taxi. You've got to be kidding me. What did it... Just the hood and the windshield. And a headlight. Same as the other one. Nothing wrong with it. Stuck on something. What? Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. We got all the way back only to get stuck on something on a very obviously drivable section of road. Or section that's supposed to be drivable. There's a little bit of an animation shift, but it's not actually moving anywhere. It just looks like it is. At least I don't think it's moving anywhere. Maybe it very slowly is? No, it is. Very, very slowly. I really don't think I hit anything there. If anybody can tell me what's going on with this, I would very much appreciate it, because that is freaking obnoxious. Now I have two stuck vehicles that are just like parked here in the middle of the dirt. Blocking my way in. I'm gonna have to go full on rural survivor here. Oh well. Oh well. That was a good adventure. I found another vehicle. Now we can add to the collection of stuck cars. So yeah. Appreciate you guys joining me. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this gas can off here. Get some sleep for my character. Start fresh tomorrow. Appreciate you guys coming by. Give me a like and a sub if you're into that sort of thing. Take care.